This map 1 hotel hardpoint in the gold mix division. London Royale with cheese sitting at 5-2, playing the Seattle Sloths 4-3 in Seattle, 3 in the feed off the break, looking to get this opening time. Jake, we had a fantastic match 1, looking for that again in match 2.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty tough to beat match 1, but, let's see if these two teams can do it right here. We got gold mixed action. Fantastic game ahead of us, no doubt. Seattle Sloths are getting a good chunk of this P1, and we see that they're already rotated that P2, but we see London, they're as well working toward that P2. We got Zenny and Sigburn on the point, and now all those arrows turning to that P2.
And we will see if Seattle maybe trying to set something up here, finding the 2 kills in the feed, so they should have a clearance right now. To get to this P2 point, Zenny, can he sniff this player out in the back? He cannot, so he'll get taken down. And now we'll see what Seattle tries to do here, having pretty good map positioning and trying to move up the map to apply that pressure, and they're doing a fantastic job right there. 4 down in the feed. Good start for Seattle.
Yeah, the slang's fantastic from the side of Seattle right now. We got A-Kill 3-0. We got Bebo 6-2. And that's really the two X factors for Seattle Sloths right now. A couple kills going down on the point. We got MV Panther trying to hold it down. Sigburn and co. They break on in. 30 seconds to go. They do have these Seattle Sloths trapped toward the back of the map, but those rotations going to be very quickly going over to that P3. And I think London Royale with Chiefs have found themselves on the bad side of it.
They have not a great start, but I mean only a 10-point game at this point in time. Big kill by Panther, which will allow him to get in the kitchen hill. Problem for him is he's going to have to do a lot of work by himself over there. Teammate getting somewhat of a close spawn, though. He'll take down one, and now will get taken down on his own. So London will get the opening time here, but numbers here for Seattle if they move quickly onto this kitchen hill. Zenny trying to hold this one down for London. SoFlo finding the first. Zenny with the trade there, and now Seattle trying to work their way in, but London doing a good job of keeping them at bay at this point.
Zenny really just trying to hold this down. He's able to get a second, but there's still players around him. He doesn't get the third A-kill. Is able to sneak on in to Chow, though, but the trade's coming on in. SoFlo picks up 2. MV Panther there for the final trade, like that on MV Panther. And the rest of London Royale with cheese, they're trying to make their way toward the point, but there is a artillery of Seattle Sloths in the mix here. And as Bebo finds himself on the point, he finds himself 16-10, or in 4, Tej. I don't know why I read that number as 10, but we're going to the new hill, dog.
Yeah, I mean, he look at how many engagements he's been in compared to the rest of his team. Just slaying out to start this one, as Seattle find a nice little lead here to start through the first 4 hills, but London will collect the first part of this P4 time, and now Seattle will look for a way to break in. Bebo continuing where he left off, finding 2, and just like that, they break right on in. Oh my goodness, if he got that kill on the Sig. Sig will find the kill, though, but Seattle is able to accumulate more time on this P4, and London really just not finding an answer to the slaying power right now of Seattle.
Oh, and SoFlo picks up a 2-piece as well. I mean, Bebo is popping off, and then when you have other Seattle Sloths members also popping 2 pieces when they need to, it's so hard for London to be able to sneak onto the point. They are trying to make their way around, but Bebo and SoFlo, they are just a dynamic duo currently with the Vaznevs in hand. London Royale with cheese, they only find themselves down around 50 points before this P5 is going to pop. So you have a lot of time to sneak your way back into this. I think a couple of those 3 pieces need to start going your way, and you need to slow down Bebo. This guy is the GOAT currently.
Looking like Afro out there right now. Oh my goodness. Continuing to get the kills. 24-6. Are we serious? And Seattle has come out to a comfortable lead to start this one. Pinch potential here for London. Let's see if they can do it. Panther finding 1. Looking for a second. He's going to get traded out. Now Blues through the front. Does find 2 of his own. So trying to get this time. Looking for a third. SoFlo, though, takes him down. And again, now some pressure here from London. So they will be able to get some kills, move up the map, and get onto this point. However, Seattle does have the spawns here for P6. We'll see if they continue to fight for P5, which it looks like they will. They're going to get 3 down in the feed, and just like that, they break right back in.
That could have been dangerous there for London. They might have bitten off more than they could chew. We see Zenny snaking here, but he does rotate toward that new hill. We got a fight here brewing at that P6, Zenny and Sigmund going to be there. Sigmund does get taken down by the almighty Bebo, as we know him now. But MWII finds himself all alone on the point. Zenny's going to sneak on around the back. He's able to pick him up, and things are starting to get dangerous for Seattle. Can they slay their way out of this?
They've been doing it so far, but can they do it here on this P6? Zenny finding the kill. Bebo going to get taken down on the back of the map as well. So some clearance. Akil, though, finding the first kill before getting traded out. Now London will get some time here. Blues with the first kill there. Going to pre-fire that catwalk, but nobody there. But there we go. London breaking on in, and they start to get some clamps on this game. It was a slow start for them, but sitting here on this P6 looking to get within 20 or so points as Seattle going to continue to fight.
I mean, London, they are pulling this game within almost tying distance. It's almost tied right now, and it's such a good shout based on what we saw at the beginning of the game there. I mean, such a tough start for London. Seattle were absolutely frying. They're able to sneak their way back into this game. Let's see if London can do maybe a little bit of a better job of shutting down Bebo in the second half of these rotations. Zenny has really turned up as the second half of those hills started popping.
Now we'll see as P1 obviously popped here. Not too much time going through the first 15 seconds. A little bit of trying to get those P2 spawns as well, as always. But Seattle currently on the time. Fights going down through Ruggs area, and that's going to be 3 in the feed for London. They'll be able to break on through. Seattle still with those P2 spawn for now. 30 seconds on the hill, though, and this is a good chunk of time here for London. I mean, again, as I think we really talked about in the first map, P1 time kind of goes unnoticed, but it can be huge as Zenny finding 2 in the feed, and London actually will take their first lead of the match here. That's going to be big. Now, Seattle spawning toward that kitchen side. A fight for the P2 spawns happening. Sig trying to stay alive, but he's going to get taken down.
Yeah, another good rotation out of the Seattle Sloths. They don't lose the lead there for even a moment. The hill pops, and the kills are starting to come on in. The setup is there from the Seattle Sloths. It is so hard for London to break in right now. They have no openings. They're just going to have to find maybe a crazy gunfight, but it looks like player 5, MV Panther, spawned up in the back, and they were not ready for that by any means, but Slow Follow takes him down. Still 38 seconds to get here. This is a big money hill for Seattle currently.
They are doing work at the moment. 30 seconds left on this P2. Now London at least able to get a contest in, but Yeet finding 1. Blues, though, with the trade onto him, and now Blues will look to collect the rest of this time. This will allow Seattle, though, to spawn restaurant side and set up for that kitchen hill. One more fight at this as Bebo. Why not? You've won so many gun fights so far. He's going to try to contest the last few seconds. Finally elects now to rotate. And Seattle has a full setup for, again, what we know can be one of the best money hills in the game. Let's see if Seattle can lock it in.
Yeah, but Seattle putting themselves in kind of a dangerous spot. They are so together on this hill. If London Royale is able to maybe start like pushing in here, getting some of these picks, it could get dangerous. But Bebo with 1, he gets a second as well. Just perfect positioning out of Bebo. He's trying to push behind him. MV Panther is able to take him down, but Seattle Sloth still with very solid control of this hill right now. SoFlo picks up the other 2. I mean, it's just a back and forth of Bebo and SoFlo 2 pieces right now. They are just absolutely taking over the map, but London Royale not out of it by any means.
35 for Bebo, 28 for SoFlo. Sig trying to keep this one in contention here for London. They're going to break in. Panther with 2. Blues finds another one on to Bebo, and that is going to be all 4 down. But it is going to, again, allow Seattle to win the rotation over to P4. So 2 hills in a row where they do get broken, but with so little time left, they get the rotation win over to the next point. Panther finds 2, though. Going to get taken down. Big kill there. Now watch player 6 in the back here in Sigburn. He can maybe make a play happen, but SoFlo, having none of it, takes him down. Now London's going to have to fight through the front if they want to get into this hill.
You got Bebo and SoFlo holding it down. The front push is starting to get stifled, though. Zenny and MV Panther pick up 1 apiece. The shot's still going to that player at the help desk, but the Seattle Sloths still spawning up at that back spa area. They're going to have to win a lot of gunfights. Bebo gets taken down. The spawn finally does flip for the Seattle Sloths, but London Royale are in a very good situation to tie or maybe even take the lead right here, but the pinch is in so perfectly. Yeet, he finds that kill, and he's still got 20 seconds left to get. Sigburn and co. It looks like they're fighting this one more time. Big two-piece out of Sigburn to get that scrap time, and you see the rest of London. They're moving toward that new hill as well.
Panther in such a good position here. If he could find one, maybe two, this could be huge for London. He does find one, and Zenny with the help. This is huge. Now you gotta account for Yeet on the pinch, and let's see if they recognize these spawns here. With those kills, they should be able to. So now London in prime position to win this map. Getting on this point, we've seen a fantastic finish on the first match tonight on this very hill. Can we see it again? Seattle breaking on in. SoFlo doing what he can right now, but London with the trades. Now Bebo, 41 kills. Gonna get taken down, but he will get his team onto time. 30 seconds left here. London, you have to slow down just a little bit and group up and get a quality push. Seattle within 22 points at this point in time. London, do they have an answer? Gonna fight through this kitchen side. Bebo trying to catch any stragglers. He's taken down, though, but the trade comes in from SoFlo. And now London, they're going to be able to get in, but SoFlo with the kill right there. They can no longer win on this point, though, and London recognizes the rotation coming over to P6, but Seattle going to be just within 1 or 2 points away.
Yeah, and they're going to have to fight through the setup. The top Betty area is open. Bebo is able to get the first blood. You got player 5. That's going to be MV Panther. He's all alone on the hill. He picks up the big two-piece, and that closes it out right there. Bebo shuts the door, and the Seattle Sloths win map 1, 250 to 226.
Another hotel hardpoint that comes down through the wire. I gotta say, it's almost a little bit remarkable that London, after some technical difficulties, we are hopping into this hotel search and destroy. Seattle up 1-0 in the series after a hotel hardpoint victory. London looking to get back into this one. Trades off the rip here, and a 3v3 situation already. Seattle starting on the attacking side.
Yeah, Bomb, you got it going toward the B side, but the rest of your teammates are over at A. Going to be interested to see how that pans out, but A-Kill does end up getting one onto Blues. He rewraps over toward that A side, but neither of these London Royale players have moved just yet. Both of them playing safe, sticking to their guns, and waiting for something to happen.
Now you see the rotation with that bomb over to A. Trademarks back into the series after taking one off. SoFlo with the sniper. Hello. Introducing Trademarks to this series, and now the bomb is going down on that A site, but just like that, Sig will check it. And now a 1v1 situation. He might run right into this player. He will. He gets taken down. Seattle with the opening round win.
Absolutely tragic timing for Sigburn there, pulling out the dead silence. But SoFlo picks up 3 in the round, one of them at least coming off the back of a sniper rifle. And, I mean, I liked what I saw there out of Seattle. Would say they maybe played it a little slow, but they did a great job of looking for a pick, finding one, and then attacking off the back of that. So, great start for Seattle.
Yes, it was. And as mentioned, London with Trademarks back to their usual starting 4, so we'll see what they can do heading forward into the series. Taking the bomb over to the A site now, and you're seeing the spread from Seattle. He's going to play that B side, but again, the play over toward the A. Bebo spotting some players, has to back up. This should allow London to get the bomb down, and I think that's what they're going to try to do. Trademarks with the first kill onto a kill, and now Yeet with a trade onto Blues. Bomb is planted, though. So now a 3v3 retake here for Seattle. Panther gonna get to this flat area, and this can definitely cause some problems here for Seattle. Gotta find him. Yeet also gonna get taken down by Sig. And now another player in SoFlo. Gonna try to go through this single area. He's got a sniper as well. Can I hit that shot? Only 21 seconds left on the clock. Now the pistol out onto Sig. Sig just playing his life. That's going to buy his team a lot of time. Bebo finds a kill on the Panther, though. This is not over yet. But you got to move if you're Seattle. Oh, he's going to miss the shot onto Sig, and that should do it. Bebo last alive. He's going to get spotted and taken down by Sig. London with a response.
Yeah, I mean, played quite well out of London. I love how they get that bomb down, and then you instantly get 2 players flying into that bedroom, top bedroom area. It just makes it so hard. Like, you could see Bebo was just, you know, perusing around that area for such a long time, and they couldn't find anything. Sigburn does a great job of finessing SoFlo with the sniper rifle. Absolutely fantastic job out of London. Want to see more offenses from them like that, but let's see if they can close it out on the defensive end this time around.
Seattle back on the attacking side, and we'll see what they elect to do with this bomb here. A little bit of a split push last time, and seeing much of the same here. That bomb going over that B site, but now you're getting aggressive with SoFlo. Had a lot of success in that first round, looking to duplicate it here. Can he spot the player? He does, but Sigburn with the kill there, and this will allow. I mean, I think London still has the idea that this bomb is going over to A, but now Seattle with numbers on this B side. Bebo evens up the numbers with the kill on the Panther. Seattle with a little bit of hesitation here. If they want it, they have the numbers. Now a third player coming over for Seattle. If they get a move on here, Bebo with the unfortunate timing on the trademarks, he finds that kill. The trade looking to come in, but trademarks having none of it, and that's going to leave a kill in a 1v3. Bomb in hand, though, so not over yet, but 36 seconds on the clock.
Tough spot to be in. Like you said, trademarks over here, and he's done such a great job of locking down that B site so far. He doesn't even really need teammates. He's in a fantastic corner there. The freezer section, and he's got the preferred artillery for it. He's got the Vaznev in hand. It's going to be very hard for A-Kill to win this, but he does. 16 seconds left to go. There's still 2 London players to take care of, and they know that he's not at the B bomb site, so if they don't throw this, they should take this W.
Oh, shot through the back door. With the kill, a kill with the kill. That is a tough thing to say, but there we go. One with the round. They will go up 2-1 in this. I just think Seattle hesitated a little bit on that offensive side, and I feel like we see that a lot when you're on like attacking that B side on offense. Sometimes teams play with a lot of hesitation just because there's so many corners and spots you can be sitting in at kitchen. I think offensive teams are a little bit scared to attack it.
I definitely agree with you there, Tej, but they got to remember it's like every second you spend trying to get into that B site is an extra second that opposition has to rotate over to that B hit and work something. Bebo takes down one in Sigburn on that bomb site. Bomb down onto A. And Bebo's really the only one here, but they're still very unable to get this bomb down unless they get some kills behind it. But Real Blues makes it happen, and he picks up 2 of his own.
Oh, and there we go. Panther with a kill. I was going to say Bebo got a little bit of bad timing there, and that's going to leave SoFlo in the 1v3 with the sniper. Bomb going down at A. He's going to spot trademarks here, but he's going to get taken down, and London win another round on the board. Back-to-back rounds there. They go up 3-1. And just a little bit unfortunate there for Seattle. Again, Bebo with some bad timing there after getting the kill onto the original player on bomb, and Seattle will be looking for an answer here back on the offensive side.
The chance for London to come back into the series showing itself very quickly. They've looked very solid here in the search and destroy. Playing as a team, Seattle Sloths seem a little bit more segmented, I'd say. Aren't maybe making all those plays so coordinated, but now you see a lot of them going toward that B site and might be another B hit for the offense, Tej. I mean, we're seeing a lot of it here tonight on the hotel.
We really are. It's interesting. Blues with the first kill immediately gets traded out, though. So a 3v3, and Seattle not making the same mistake this time. They are going to get into that kitchen area. Trademarks, though, still lurking on this side and finds the first kill on the SoFlo. Trademarks is doing, just causing a lot of problems for Seattle. Finally taken down, though. Now a 2v2. But now they have to back up. So, again, Seattle just not able to get anything going on that kitchen side. Bebo has the bomb. He's going to try to fast wrap this over to A. And a kill with great positioning here. But Sig gets some shots off. He does take him down. A big kill there. And now in a 1v2. Bomb should be going down here any moment. Can Panther see any body parts here on the bomb? He cannot. Tries to kill him on the cross and does. Now 1v1 at Panther. What a read. And he takes him down, London, with another round on the board.
He drops a smiley face into the bricks as he hops that defuse. I mean, a great 1v2 by MV Panther, reading them almost perfectly. Works to perfection right there. He doesn't need to kill him off the bomb. He can wait for him to make his way over toward that tunnel side. Just absolutely perfect out of MB Panther right there. And I mean, the London Royale with cheese are feeling good here in Hotel Search.
Yeah, statistically, this is Seattle's worst game mode, and starting to see a little bit of it here. You seeing the slaying really come through in the first map for Bebo and SoFlo, and slow starts here, but a lot of map left. The big round, though, coming up for Seattle as they hit the defending side again. London with the pressure over toward A. Only one player over here for Seattle, and this gets dicey real fast for them. It is going to be Bebo who, once again, has the cross, but you're already seeing some London players push up toward that bedroom area, and just like that, Blues with the flank going to open up the map for his team. This is going to be a tough round for Seattle to retake.
Yeah, big first blood out of Blues just gets so much presence on the map. You see London, they have so much map control over here in the bedside, A-side area. There's just really nowhere Seattle Sloths can sneak in through. I feel like A-Kill is truly the player to watch here, and Sigburn's able to pick him up. So now the rest of the Seattle Sloths trying to sneak on in. Yeet picks up 2, though, but now finds himself in a 1v2 scenario. Only 22 seconds left to go. This would be an ace for him. He chows MV Panther, spots him as well. But as the shots come in, and Panther runs away, and this should most definitely be a round win for London.
He's doing his best job there, but he is eventually taken down on London. Now with a stranglehold on the search and destroy, they go up 5-1, only one round away from closing this one out and tying this series up here on Hotel SMD. So we'll see if they can do that here in the next round. But it's been a pretty sound performance from them on this search and destroy, all things clicking. And I mean, Jake, you mentioned it. Their teamwork in that first map, despite getting outslayed, was on point. And you said you think it can translate into the search and destroy, and it has.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely has no doubt about it. I mean, this is something we were talking about last series, Tej, where you win this map 2 convincingly, and you can use that map 5 as a safety net, and this is definitely the situation for London. The question is, are they able to sneak a respawn? As long as they don't let Seattle get back into this, but Yeet, he is able to pick up 1. Good start to the round, but a lot of kills left to get if you want to make a comeback in this search.
Seattle, for a couple rounds in a row now, trying to get over to this B bomb site. We're hesitant. This time they do break in, have the numbers advantage as well. That bomb is going to go down. And now London, for the first time in a few rounds here, put in a really tough situation on this retake. You got a couple different areas you're trying to attack this. They're going to get the first 2 kills, though. So this now is an advantage here for London. If they can break back into this, both players near this kitchen area. Sig getting some shots off. Last alive. Oh, my goodness. London. What a retake. And they are going to take this search and destroy convincingly. I mean, Seattle had everything they wanted in that setup, and London did not care. They broke right on in. Great map from them.
Yeah, I mean, in London, you could see it from start to finish. I mean,
Control map 3 series tied up. London looking good on this map so far in the season. Can they continue that trend? Bebo and SoFlo starting where they left off, the sub duo for Seattle in that map 1. This could be a big storyline going forward if they can continue to fly. SoFlo, big kill there on the trademarks. And now, if you're London, you have some pressure over to B. Let's see if they can make anything up.
Yeah, see, London's able to sneak onto that B point. None of the Seattle Sloths were really ready for it. And now he pops a third. So now there's 2 players at least on the point. A third coming in shortly. In player 2, he actually opts to push through. 1 tick already progressed. And Seattle Sloths are just so slow to react right now.
They are, but as you said, 1 player pushing through. So only a few on that. Second tick does go through, though. Panther gets taken down there by SoFlo. SoFlo is taken down there by Sig, though. So still some pressure over to B, and this has to be it. You're seeing all the London players over there. Seattle spawns in Narnia. That B point will go through. 1:51 on the clock. Seattle with a 1 life advantage, but not too much between the teams. That's going to be 3 in the feed. London is clicking right now. Now onto this A point, and Seattle is sputtering a little bit here. Got to get some traction in this game. Only 1 person right now on the point, though, for London. They're trying to play for positioning. About to get through that second tick, though. No Seattle players near this A point yet. Blues, can he find this kill on the point? No, he does get taken down. So Seattle regains for a moment, but they really got to get themselves back into this control because it's been a not so good start for them.
Yeah, I mean, down a life now. You got B chalked. A kill. Does pick up 2, so that clears things out a little bit. The real worrisome part there for Seattle was that they never even got that clearance from the side of London. It was just a constant push. It was a constant mix. And as player 2 gets cleaned up, all of London going to be back in their spawns for the most part. Bebo trying to fry, but the rest of the Seattle Sloths, they're just trying to hold down the rest of the map. We got Real Blues trying to push in through the deep side field, but if your teammate's getting cut down in the middle, it's going to be hard to make anything happen.
And now, I mean, you're seeing the pressure from Seattle toward this yellow side. So it's going to spawn all the players on London at green over and over again. And this, from an offensive standpoint, it's a little bit hard to get back in. They got to work through the middle of the map, which they are doing now. Big kill by Sig. He is going to get traded, though, but at least you get that player off of tower. And now you have some clearance to move up. Still Bebo in the back of the map, though, lurking. And he gets one for his troubles. Takes down Blues, SoFlo with 2 in the feed, and just like that, Seattle back in control on the defensive side. Only 30 seconds left. London down to 7 lives. Got one more push at the Sig, though, with the opening kill. And can that open things up for London? Bebo, though, again. The man continuing the fry, finding a second. And I think Blues just trying to stay alive as long as he can, waiting for his teammate support. He's taken down, though. Only 4 lives left now for London trying to break in Bebo. This guy is diffy in respawns, and that should do it. Only 1 live left here for London. It's going to be Blues. Does take down Bebo, but in a 1v7, all odds against him. Going to try it, but he is taking down Seattle with a nice defensive start. But London, I think, gets 4 ticks there.
Yeah, I mean, a good start for London, but Bebo turns up, and the pushes just become so stifled, so stagnant because, you know, they just can't possibly wait for each other when Bebo is just aggressing so hard. You have to, like, all just, like, play a corner and wait for Bebo to just stop frying you, and it's just so hard at that point. Real Blues does go 10-8, but the rest of the squad is having a rough time getting to those points. Seattle Sloths, can they do it on the offensive end, too?
Let's see. On the attacking side here, looks like they're going to hit A off the rip. Standard start for them as London has a couple players over to B. I don't want to give anything up there. But the kill is going back and forth in mid-map. Bebo, look at this guy running around. Real Blues, though, a nice start for him, sitting at 12-8 and looking for more. Seattle getting that power control, which can be really, really big for them, especially trying to get this A point. Such a power position in this map, so we'll see if they can take down that player, London that is, on that power position with Bebo. What can he do on the point? Does get taken down by his teammate Yeet, though, finding one on the trademarks before he gets traded out. And now maybe some pressure here for Seattle as they look their sights over to B.
B site. It is reinforced by London players. They were ready for the push. The rest of the Seattle Sloths kind of stuck in this field area, but can they slay their way out of it? That's the question. Sigburn is able to pick up a kill, picks up a second onto Yeet. A big 2-piece to slow down that Seattle Sloths push, especially when you got player 3 in Real Blues. He's locking down that A point as well. They can't even go A if they wanted to. Seattle Sloths are forced to go field, and they're just getting mowed down over there.
Yeah, this is bad right now for Seattle because Real Blues positioning there, keeping them spawning at green side, and they read this perfectly. Now, if you're Seattle, you get some spawns over toward yellow. But you're still seeing, I mean, the pressure that Real Blues is putting on right now, finding one, looking for the second, and does get the kill. Now a third, he does get taken down. Only 9 seconds left in this round, though. Only 1 tick of progression through, but now Seattle on this B point, and you have a lot of players to that field side. This can get tricky here for London if you don't get over there fast enough. The kill's coming in for Seattle, but Panther with a huge 2. And that should allow the pressure to come in now from London. Blues taken down, though, by SoFlo. 1 tick in on B. Got to stay on the point here. If you are Seattle, SoFlo trying to play his life over to this point now. A second tick of progression coming in. This is not over here. You got to stay on this point, though. SoFlo trying to stay alive on this point with his team, and they will lock in that B point. So Seattle turns this round around. Having said that, though, only 7 lives left and 55 seconds on the clock to go try to capture A, and London with a position over at tower.
But we know how Control plays, Tej. 1-4 down and Seattle Sloths could potentially find an A capture. They just have to play this right. Trademarks, though, he's going to be so hard to tear down. Sigburn finds another as well. The nade does come in, and that opens up the map a little bit. You do have a good amount of players over here toward the A point. It's going to be Real Blues trying to shut down the push. He opts to stay alive, pushes toward bottom pool. He's actually top pool right now. Opts to repinch. Can he find anything? SoFlo reads it. He hears him in his headsets, and the rest of the Seattle Sloths make their way toward the A point. There is one person on the time, but there's only 4 lives remaining.
SoFlo, big kill there on the Panther. Now only 3 lives left for Seattle. Gotta make some real magic happen to stay into this one. Bebo with the trade on the Blues, and now only down to 2 lives left. Trademarks gonna take down Bebo. Now it's all up to Yeet with last alive here in a 1v8. Not even gonna be able to get that second tick of progression in, excuse me. So after 2 rounds, ticks are tied up, and this has been a good control so far. Back and forth, and 2 defensive wins to start.
Yeah, I mean, Sigburn's popping off 18 and 11. Real Blues with the SMG as well, playing fantastic for London. Seattle Sloths, it's really Bebo, and nobody else from the side has really stepped up to the plate and started frying. SoFlo, he was that guy in the map 1, but Bebo really needs another player in tandem for Seattle Sloths to start winning this convincingly. But I think that's really all it takes. London, I think you just need to keep doing what you're doing. You're playing solid here. Just stay comfortable, stay teamwork oriented, and you can find one of these offensive rounds. Let's see if they can do it here.
A couple of cruise missiles for both sides as well, so we'll see how that can play into it, because this is a map where it can go pretty big. London looking to work through mid-map here, but Seattle shutting that down. Blues now has to kind of just stay alive here and wait for the reinforcements. As looks like London is going to try to hit this B side. Seattle, they got some pressure up the map here, and Yeet can definitely be annoying flanking this from field. We'll see how they approach this, but now London starting to get over to that B point, starting to get some players on it. Kills going back and forth. Sig, the last player alive for London, over toward this B side. Spots a player, tries to reach out, but does get taken down. London a little bit slow here on this offensive round, but Trademarks going to try to be annoying in this top mid area. But again, taken down right away. Seattle playing sound defense here. London's got to do something quick.
They absolutely do. 24 seconds remaining. Sigburn is here. He has some backup with him as well, but Bebo is going to be able to get the first. He picks up the second. Classic Bebo moment, picking up a 2-piece right when they need it the most. There is players going toward that A site, but Bebo's running across the map right now. He's got a cruise missile in his back pocket, and he might be on a perfect pinch. He finds MV Panther as well. Now it's going to be Real Blues all alone. He gets taken down, and that might be out of time for the London Royale, but geez, they're going to have to absolutely sprint somewhere if they want to make it to that point. I think that's going to be all she wrote. Round 3 goes the way of the Seattle Sloths.
Perfect defensive round there from Seattle. A little bit slow there from the side of London, and it does hurt them in the end. No ticks of progression, so it only is going to take 1 tick for Seattle. So get that round 5 defense. However, I mean, this is still a map in a CLO that can really be offensive heavy sometimes, so you have to be careful. Seattle will look to win it here on their attacking round. We'll see what they elect to do off the rip, but again, a CLO, a map you just have to be careful with how it plays, how the spawns play. So we'll see what Seattle elects to do. It looks like they're going to start on the B side. Not too much pressure here from London, but they're going to realize quickly that this is the play from Seattle. Sig trying to get this kill. He does get taken down, though, and already pressure on the B point here from Seattle.
MV Panther's trying to play Overwatch, but he gets taken down by Bebo. They reestablish their presence on the point. Player 7, he's looking to jump out as well. The kills are all going the side of Seattle Sloths right now. Only Bebo on the point right now. They are sending all of their assets to just hold them off of the point. You got 2 players here, top grill, 1 bottom. And MV Panther's looking for anything he can get. He is able to pick up 1. 2 players now on the point, and A-Kill picks up a humongous kill onto MV Panther. Bebo with the trade here there onto Real Blues, and they cap that point just like that, and now they have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to their name.
Only 2 lives gone as well. Make it 3 with a trademark kill on the Yeet, but this has been a phenomenal start to the round here for Seattle, and as you said, plenty of time to go capture this A point now. We'll see how they elect to do it. I think if you're London, you got to try to spawn them out toward green side with some yellow control, which it looks like they're doing now. But watch A kill here. He is in a very, very weird position. London not going to expect this. Does find one, actually, to help with his teammate there. He's going to get taken down, though. So that pressure will be relieved, and you're still seeing Seattle spawning to that green side. And it's just one of those things on offense. You just spawn so far away. What is the plan of attack here? Got to find some kills first if you're Seattle. There you go. You find 2 in the feed. Now your chance to move up the map and get over to this A point. And understand how far London is spawning away.
Yeah, SoFlo trying to find any kills he can at this bottom lockers area right now. You can hear players running around him, but he can't seem to find any timing. Trademark spots him. He gets stunned, he gets naded, but Trademarks gets on away. 2 kills, though, go the way of the Seattle Sloths, and they hop on that A point. SoFlo looking to assist. Trademarks is challenged now, and he gets taken down. Sigburn's coming from that direction as well. He's able to get Yeet, but Bebo turns around and helps out SoFlo. The second tick's already in. The third tick is there. Real Blue's the last player to save it, and he cannot. Seattle Sloths, they get the tick. They win the round of control, and they win the control 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, look, that was a little bit interesting from my standpoint. I feel like London kind of slowed down those last 2 rounds, and it just did not play in. Alrighty, map 4. Here we go. Fortress Hardpoint. Seattle Sloths on the verge of a victory here. London back against the wall. What can they do? Bebo already being a menace through bottom. Art getting the kills and already looking to flip these spawns. Are you kidding me? Look at this guy, man. He is out of his mind.
He is popping pieces like it's his bread and butter. We've been seeing it from start to finish here, and this map 4 just started. He's already 3-0, taking control of that art area, and that's what we talked about, Tej. It's like if Bebo can take control of those bottom arts, take control of those bottom maps, it's like it's just going to be so hard to fight the Seattle Sloths team. London, they did a good job of getting some time on the inception of that P1, but it's been all Seattle Sloths ever since.
Now they do have the rotation over toward New, but player number 8 had to, in a kill, had to kind of back up there, wait for the reinforcements. It allows Panther to move up, but he's quickly taken down. Now Seattle will have the opening time here on P2. London going to try to have to fight their way in, but the flank comes in from SoFlo. He takes down 2. Bebo takes down 1. Seattle in control for the Trademarks. Last alive takes down 1 before getting taken down as well. Seattle, a nice start to this map, and we'll see if they can continue this form here. Panther, though, getting on the point, applying some of that pressure, and London trying to keep it mixy on this P2.
Yes, absolutely. If you're London now, you got to start thinking about that rotation to P3. But as I say that, they all spawn at the back 18 area. Not what you want if you're London, because now Seattle, they have a good situation for that new hill. Yeah, you get that final 20 seconds, but what does it mean if Seattle Sloths is able to get 60 here? They do start making it mixy. They get 2 kills, but as SoFlo and Bebo are able to clean things up, things become dangerous for London. They got to keep applying that pressure that they just started using.
Yeah, and Blues with a big kill there, but his team just so far away, it doesn't matter. And now it allows Seattle to get into the setup that they want for this hill. Bebo again, he's gonna be 8-4 to start. SoFlo starting off 10-4, and the Slayers for this team coming out again through the middle of the map being a problem. It is gonna spawn London behind this point though, and this could be a problem here for Seattle. Still finding the kills though is SoFlo, trying to play his life on this P3 point. It doesn't matter. Seattle pushes out, but they continue to find the kills, and London just does not have an answer right now.
They absolutely do not. Seattle Sloths gaining, almost a 70-point lead at this point in the game once this hill ends. London Royale achieves. They're going to have to hold down this hill, and they already got Bebo in their base. He does get taken down, but Wheat is right there behind him. He does pick up Sigburn at the back 16 area, so the rest of the Seattle Sloths can try to start working into this art area to contest this hill.
The play here from Seattle, potential pinch coming in. Nito does get found out, taken down. SoFlo though through the front. The man has the cruise. He is 14-4, and London, they just cannot get these kills on Bebo and SoFlo. Time and time again, they're making the plays. Keeping this hill white for the time being, but now Seattle does hop onto the point. SoFlo finds one. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Finds a second before he is taken down. London will try to get these last 25 seconds, but Seattle is fighting for every hill right now. They are making it very difficult for London to really get into any setup right now.
I mean, absolutely, absolutely facts, Tej. I mean, London, they were ready for that P4, and they just could not get a lot of time on it there. So now, you're going to have to go into a scrappy P5 and try to make something happen of it. But off the break, it looks like Seattle Sloths are ready for it. You do have the good side for the push. You could definitely keep London off of it, but I think the key here is trying to, get as much time as possible here because you need any time you could get here at this point.
I think it's just so hard for London because you have two players flying at you at 150 miles per hour every single hill, and they have just not been able to even relax for a second. Bebo finding another one on P2, and naturally, London, you got to be careful because you can definitely get spawn trapped here. That's exactly what's happening. Player 4, though, on Blues does spawn out. So that should flip his team, which it does, but Seattle collecting a lot of time on this P5, and if you're London, you really cannot afford for this to happen. You got to get some points on the board sooner or later. They will hop on P5 for the time being. SoFlo sitting in this top maps area does get taken down, but we'll get Sig with the nade. Trademarks finds 2. Rotation to P1 already in. Seattle has won that rotation. London's got to find something here very, very soon because it's already getting out of hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, realistically, you're one money hill away from making it a close game, but we can just see how difficult it is to get one of those money hills against a fast, aggressive team like these Seattle Sloths. You got Trademarks in a good situation. He picks up one. He picks up the second. Now you got to try to get Bebo and SoFlo, which is, quite the tough task. Both of them absolutely popping off thus far in this game. They flip the spawns. 38 seconds left to go. They clean up Sigburn, and now London, they do have that P1 time, but we both know what we're going for here. They're trying to get those P2 spawns. SoFlo, quick to chow on a 3, make it a 4. 26 and 10 for SoFlo. We've been harping on how good Bebo has been all series long, but look at SoFlo, 26 and 11 with a minute and 40 on the hill. He's really LeBron James on the Seattle Sloths right now.
Seattle, this is an ego check right here because 10 seconds left. You have spawns for next, and they're continuing to fight for last. They do win those trades, but they also will retain the spawns for P2, so no harm, no foul. Having said that, though, SoFlo is going to spawn way out, so maybe this gives London a chance to get a setup here. But, I mean, Seattle just has everything covered time and time again, not giving London any time to breathe. This has been a tough map for them, no doubt about it, and it's just going to get tougher as this hill continues to go. I mean, they are at a 63-point deficit now. Honestly, could be more, but they're fighting right now on this P2 time, and maybe this is a chance to chain some hills together. Blues trying to get the spawns for P3. Is this the moment London can get back into this? Big kill there from Blues, but he has to stay alive, and that's going to be tough. So he's going to get pinched, and down he goes. But London flying across the map. Is this the moment, Jake?
Trademarks does get himself at this top circle area and tucks himself in, but Yeet sniffs him out. Big play out of Yeet there to take him down. Blues gets killed from the front, and now you see they're spawning so far away. The new hill has not popped yet. You see player 3 and player 2, they're trying to work that P1 area, but they're just taking so long because you got to wait for the rest of your reinforcements. Seattle Sloths are garnering free time right now, and Bebo is starting to get activated. He's in this top maps area, and this is exactly where you don't want him. The push from London is going to be coming from gate and the main area of the map, but can they get the kills behind it? That's going to not happen as they go 4 down instantly.
Yeah, this was a hill that London could really get themselves back into it. Instead, this is the hill that Seattle looks to really put this game on ice. Continuing to fry is Bebo. Does get taken down there, though, but they're just going to sit on this time for free. 20 seconds left if you're London. I think you just have to rotate out now and set up for a P4 as best as you can. But they're just not letting it happen. SoFlo is flying at them. Going to get the bottom art. Does get taken down, though. We're already seeing. Now it's going to be a kill. Getting behind. Trying to get these spawns here for next. Really a chance to put us away. Just like that. If you look at the score, 100-point lead. We're close to it for Seattle. Just a couple points away from putting this game away. And there you go. The break is in. Seattle. This is their chance to close it out.
And they're right into a fantastic setup here in the P4 area. SoFlo picks up trademarks on that street side. He picks up a second onto Sigburn. Bebo cleans up MV Panther, and A-Kill takes down the final. Only 15 seconds left to go, and London Royale with Cheese, they have to go now.
They do, and I don't know if it's going to be enough. I mean, it has just been a clinic from Seattle. SoFlo, can he get 40 before this one ends? We've already seen Bebo do it tonight. Just one away, and there you go, the 40 bomb from SoFlo. Unbelievable stuff here. Seattle looking to close it out. They should be able to. 247. London not able to get back in, and that will do it. Seattle Sloths will win this one. They're going to win the series 3-1, and out goes London after a 5-2 regular season. Tough pill for them to swallow.
I mean, that was the question for us the whole time was, is Seattle going to be able to win every single respawn in this season?